Almost 100 years ago, a genocide against my people killed and displaced millions of us. Our homelands were divided and taken by other countries, and we lost our holy mountain, Mount Ararat. It is said that in ancient times Noah landed his ark on our holy mountain, and in the 4th century my people became the first Christian nation. Recently, the most ancient of our lands, called Artsakh, was invaded, known today as Nagorno-Karabakh. But out of these centuries of suffering and sorrow have come our heroes, our stories of faith, and our artists. Despite the massacres of today and the fighting that threatens to begin again, we celebrate freedom, and our poets still write, still tell of our people and our land, of our pain and our hope. We are Armenians. Today, our young poet Geram Agachanyan tells of our story.
Slatsek bazener slatsek, savarnek yeterum Artsakis. Jejarerni ver magaltsek, magaltsek arusner magaltsek.
We have no electricity for 6 months. The mill doesn't work. We have no flour, and we ran out of grain long ago. We give a child 200 grams of bread, but then take it away from him so that we will have something to give him tomorrow. But they said, Defense Minister Pugo said, that there are no children in these villages. What is he talking about? Aren't these children?
The Azerbaijanis are firing on a battleship with large caliber guns. Air! Fire! Shoot! Come on, right. Shoot! Quickly! One by one.
I won't go away from here. You can bury me here.
Lucky is a person who has never seen death and destruction.
My name is Mukhtar. My name is my name is
One more time.
Artsakh.
Mukhtar.
Arman, Rena, Gohar, Rada, Arina, Hasmik, Anush, Mariamik,
Oh, I missed that.
Mariamik.
One more time. I missed that. My fault. Okay, go.
Mukhtar.
Arman, Rena, Gohar, Rada, Arina, Hasmik, Anush, Mariam.
I missed that. One more time. Go.
Mukhtar.
Arman, Rena, Gohar, Rada, Arina, Hasmik, Anush, Mariamik,
Roman. Seya. Radzik.
That's the fate of our people, of the Armenian people. For thousands of years, we've carried a sword in one hand. With the other, we've built homes, churches. That's our fate. Today, too, we are meeting our fate. There is war on the one hand. On the other hand, we are building houses. This house must sprout and grow. Children must live here. The people must give rise to a new generation. This is our land. We're standing strong on our land.
Barefoot, I climbed the mountain to bid it farewell for the last time. The mountain looked at me and turned dark. "What are you doing, my dark-eyed child?" he asked. I kneeled at the bank of my Tartar river to bid it farewell for the last time. My crazy Tartar suddenly rose up. "What are you doing, my dark-eyed son?" I passed through our beautiful valleys and meadows to pick some flowers for the last time. Shame on you, the bushes said to me, and hid from me its scented treasures. I looked at the sun with tear-stained, sad eyes. How can I leave all this? I wept. The life-giving singer of soft lullabies, my mother Artsakh's warm embrace. I lay down on the ground, tightly hugging my holy land. I screamed with all my strength so my voice would reach the bowels of the earth. No, no, we will never leave Artsakh. We will not seek a haven in other lands. We will not take other people's share. Let Artsakh be our grave. Forgive me, my dear motherland. Forgive me for ever thinking that I might leave you to become an adopted child of another mother. No matter how good she is, her name will still be stepmother. My life, my love, my Artsakh world. Be a holy parent to your children. Be a holy parent to your children. Be a holy parent to your children. It was 11 o'clock in the morning of July 16th. The Azeris with their tanks had entered the lower part of the village. We didn't want to leave the village, but my brother was crying and pleading with us. We left the village. We said we would hide in the forest and later return to the village.
But we never returned, and we moved on ahead as fast as we could. There was no return.
When the enemy attacked, we were scared. They came with planes and bombarded the village. Grad missiles were fired. We were very afraid, but we've always known that our freedom fighters will not abandon us.
For 2 hours, there were explosions and artillery fire coming from tanks, from Grad missiles. There was a lot of bombardment. We escaped without taking anything with us. We left behind our homes, our belongings, our wealth, everything.
We walked to the village of Children and stayed there for 15 days. 25 people, mostly old, were left at the village below. The Azeris slaughtered them all, as well as one child. Homes in the vineyards were set on fire, and there were wounded people.
When the Azeris entered the village, we escaped. I was baking toner bread. My daughter said, "The Azeris have entered. They are slaughtering people. Mama, run." I left the bread. We faced great hardships on the road. We were covered in dust, hungry. There were so many corpses on the road. People starved to death, naked, barefoot. The road was so narrow that no one could pass. Let me rest a bit.
We faced many hardships on the road. Rain, water, non-stop artillery fire. We lost touch with family and friends. Nobody knew where the other was. We lost young men whose still warm bodies we buried because we could not get them to the cemetery. So we buried them in their backyards, under their stairs. We thought that we would be able to go back to rebury them, but the situation was such that we never returned. On the road, we suffered many losses. I lost my mother-in-law. She was ill. She couldn't endure it. I lost my grandmother's sister, who was sick. I lost my 2 children on the road. I couldn't find them. I didn't know where they were.
Missing his grandmother. Missing his grandfather. Missing his friends too. Missing his barking dog. Lucky is the person who has never seen death and destruction, has never thrown himself to the ground because of a bomb explosion, has never seen a Grad missile being fired, has not seen the alarm and terror of his people, has never been acquainted with a gun, has never heard the words, "Escape, escaped.
We left behind everything we owned and hurried on ahead to save our children. How do I tell you this? In order to save the lives of our children, of our youth, to save our lives.
One evening, my son came home and said, "Mother, I'm leaving to fight." I became upset. I said, "My son, that's not possible. No, I won't allow it." But finally, I said this. I said, "If you want to fight for Artsakh, for your homeland, then your thoughts are right." He said, "My mother, sing one of my favorite songs and bid us farewell with a song."
Fly, hawks, fly, hawks, fly high in the Artsakh sky. Climb, climb over the rock. Climb, lions, climb. All around us is death, destruction, and groaning. But cry not, my heroes, wounded, bloody, and crawling. Defend the motherland with all your strength. Destroy the chains of slavery. Melt the chains into a dove, to give an Artsakh soldier, to fly him from his lake of sorrow. Signal and crawl in the mountains, our brave brothers, our freedom fighters. Carve on our Armenian rocks the immortal names of our holy martyrs.
My son kissed me, and we separated with a song. I waited for him for a long time, and I still wait for him. But he was killed while liberating the village Jarin. On December 15th, 9 days after his birthday.
We are a poor family. My son had left. I had told him not to go because he has 3 little children. He left and was killed on May 11th. 3 children were left orphaned. We're left 1 old woman, 1 old man. We cannot keep the children. There is nothing to wear, nothing to eat. I have no one to take care of me. We're barely making it, hungry, with only the clothes on our back. That's our life. What shall I say? He can't speak. His heart is broken. One son is an invalid. The other one is dead. And our daughter is dead.
Are there corpses out there? Lucky is the person who has never seen death and destruction, has never thrown himself to the ground because of a bomb explosion, has never seen a grand missile being fired, has not seen the alarm and terror of his people, has never been acquainted with a gun, has never heard the words, escape, escape, enough, wake up, get up, poet, get up and rebuild Artsakh. I think in war, the courage of children is forgotten, but it takes much courage from us as well.
Good day, dear guest. The Stepanakert Children's Artistic Center would like to welcome you here today.
I will never forget living underground in basements and cellars as the fighting and bombing went on around us. No light, no heat, no running water. I've seen photographs that were taken then and remember that the flashes from the camera were our only light. For now, we have come out of our dark cellars, into the sunlight, and we dance. Now, out of our pain, we sing. We write songs. We dance. We create. And we thank God.
Jora was our commander. He was killed when a mine exploded.
We lived in Karabakh, in the village of Nagorno-Karabakh. 10 days ago, early in the morning of March 21st, the girls came with the news that my husband's been wounded. I understood what that meant.
I told him, I will take care of your children. You will fight. I love my fighter son.
I'm not complaining. I brought 8 children with me from Shahumia. I carried one myself all the way out. We believe that we must recapture our village, our lands. So my son went to fight, but now our hopes are shattered, for he's been killed.
We still have hopes.
How long have you been fighting?
7 years.
How old are you?
21.
That means?
From the age of 14.
How will you support your family now?
I don't know. I have nothing to say.
I ask you to pray for us, for our people, for our peace, for our children.
When the enemy attacked, we were scared.
We left behind everything we owned and hurried on ahead to save our children.
and I ask you, if you can, please help us. If you can, help us in humanitarian way. If you can, please build our hospitals, and if you can help to our children.
We cannot keep the children. There is nothing to wear, nothing to eat.
We will say you thank you very much, and we shall pray for you.
I waited for him for a long time, and I still wait for him.
I don't remember now. It was terrible, and I don't want to remember it. About the war.
We are all in pain because we miss our land and because we see the children of the men who have been killed.
Missing his grandmother, missing his grandfather, missing his friends too, missing his barking dog. Lucky is the person who has never seen death and destruction, has never thrown himself to the ground because of a bomb explosion, has never seen a grand missile being fired, has not seen the alarm and terror of his people, has never been acquainted with a gun, has never heard the words, "Escape, escape." Enough. Wake up. Get up, poet. Get up and rebuild Artsakh.
Mkhita, Arman, Rena, Gohar, Rada, Alina, Hasmik, Anush, Miami.
I missed that.
Miami.
One more time.
Lucky is the person who has never seen death and destruction,